at. As you can see here, they've got tons of tournaments, head-to-head leagues, even 50-50s, and entry fees can go from $500 or more to all the way down to $1. So it's for big players and little players, which is great. And you can see just tons of matchups. This is already up for week 1, which is still a few weeks away. But you can go ahead and enter now because you can always edit your lineups. But again, with the entry fees, it's pretty much play for whatever you want. And then what's great is you get paid the next day the game's over. And what's also great is it uses PayPal, which we'll see here in a few minutes, a little bit later in this video. But also wanted to mention that if you look down in the notes, there is a link that with your first deposit, and you put in the code with the link, you will get a match up to $200. So if you PayPal over $100, it'll match you $100. PayPal $200, it'll match you $200 to get you kind of funded for the start of this season. Now, again, as you can see, tournaments basically is where you play with a ton of people and can win big money, whereas the head-to-heads, of course, are just you're going against one person, winner take all. Now, once you enter a contest, they all work the same way. You pick 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, tight end, kicker, and defense, and you're given a budget. And you have to, of course, stay within that budget. You pick your players, you enter your team, and then you are just scored based on how well those players do. And there is a scoring system that you can see in another minute in the video, but you'll find it on the website, of course. It's touchdowns, passing yards, receiving yards. For your defense, it's interceptions, or if they happen to score, you get points for all those things, and your kicker as well. And it's a lot of fun to play, and again, probably the best thing is that if you have a bad team in fantasy, guess what? You're stuck with them all year. And with FanDuel, it's just 1 weekend at a time. You have a bad team, guess what? There's next week. You have a good team, even better, because you'll probably win and win a lot of money. And there, of course, are your scoring categories, which you'll find on the website. And if you've never played FanDuel before, they've been around for a few years now. It's probably the biggest site in the US. And again, as you can see, for adding funds, you can use a credit card or you can use